Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails of Cold Steel Part 28. Yeah, in the previous video we began our, kind of our second free day, but really our first free day of the chapter and our only free day. I'm assuming the chapter's going to keep following essentially the same formula. In the last video we talked to everyone in the campus proper and we accepted our quest from old Vinny V down there. He wants us to figure out who is sending him mysterious love letters. Now, we cracked the case instantly and even got it confirmed by talking to the culprit, but we still have to go through the motions for the actual quest itself. We also need to talk to everybody in Trista. Oh boy. Oh boy. Didn't we talk to a few people already? Like, didn't we went to the home and the pawn shop? And then I think we went to the campus. I don't really know why I went to the campus now that I think about it, but what's up, kitty cat? The hottest beat of 2013, I think is when this game originally came out. Everyone's so busy with their clubs these days. It's perfect. I want everyone to make the most of their youth. Laughter, tears, nerves, romance, it's all potential material to me. Okay, so maybe you're not exclusively horny, you're horny plus other stuff. I want everyone to make the most of their youth. Their stories will all become my material. You're all just pawns living in my own universe. Phew, finally done. Now I can head out for the day. Heimdall's only 30 minutes away by train, so maybe I'll hang out there for a while. You can do that? We could leave campus? Well, in that case, maybe I'll just casually walk over here. Go, Rean! Green, go! They can't stop you if you leave fast enough. Oh. I spotted a maid I've never seen cleaning the streets this morning. Wonder which one of the upper class students she serves. The fact that she showed up now rather than at the beginning of the academic year strikes me as rather odd, however. Yeah, 'cause we talked to you guys. I don't think we talked to you. If there's one thing you need to do every day, it's make food, which means you need to brave the elements and head out to buy ingredients every day too. Doing so takes courage, to be sure, but what part of being a housewife doesn't? When are they going to invent Orbal microwaves? Well then, let's have another day of wonderful shopping. Are we gonna have like an Orbal frozen pizza? That Becky girl's a pretty good worker for her age. Wow, I like the cut of her jib. Think I'll give her a little bonus. Being able to cheer other folks up is always a good thing in my books. What you doing here, girlie? Oh, hello, Rean. It's rare to see you here by yourself. What's up? I actually found myself rather interested in this store's wares, so I decided to browse for a while. I'm surprised at how enjoyable it's been. Not now. Later, lady. I promise we'll actually come back this time. I won't leave you out in the cold. Maybe. Now, I know I said I promised, but actually what I meant is no promises. Becky seems pretty disappointed by how she did on the midterms. I tried to help her study, I really did, but she wasn't having it, and now I'm talking like her for some reason. I suppose she's the type to be completely unaware of the trouble she's in until something bad happens. Aye, I didn't do so well on these exams. Maybe I should have listened to Hugo and studied a wee bit more. Aye, man, I didn't expect this today be that hard. I'm not quitting my jobs though. Commerce is what I live for. Next time I'll just balance both studying and working. Oh, give me some milk. I don't know if we have to feed the cat every time we talk to it, but... And plus we use milk for a lot of stuff. Same with cheese and eggs. I think it used to default to no. Maybe that's why is my muscle memory messed up, or I don't know. I could be wrong. Why are your tomatoes so expensive, sir? Well, they're from a foreign country. If they're from a foreign country, why do I get them by beating up monsters in Crossbell? Well, Crossbell's technically a foreign country too. Is it though? Is it? Let's go to the boutique. I don't really know what that bit was. No, we already talked to you. Don't talk to me again. Went to the pawn shop. I mean, we could talk to Flower Lady, but we'll wait until we talk to everyone else first. So, how do you feel now that midterms are done with? Don't make the mistake of thinking that you have to study now that the exams are over. I'm talking like that Becky girl too for some reason. Hi, I'd recommend you go over your answers and see how and where you... I went wrong because the question was literally rigged. Okay. Oh, we can't carry anymore? I don't remember buying this. Do I care enough to... I mean, 300 Mira for some bonding points. I suppose I can do it. God, the things I do for fake friendship with NPCs that don't exist. This book seems pretty handy. I should talk about it with Emma sometime. Every little bit counts. Maybe. This book has a lot of good information on horse riding. I should talk about it with Eustace if I get the chance. And last, but definitely least... Wait, haven't we read The Art of Napping already? I thought we bought 3 things. Oh, chess. Yeah, that's what I mean. Last but least. I think this book might be a bit too high level for me. I should ask Machias about this stuff. The day Machias is used in combat is the day you'll actually have to see me cry on screen. Please never make me use him again. I got all these dang characters, and if you ever force me to use Machias again, we're fighting. Everyone's looking so cheerful now that they finished their midterms. I think some of those smiles might be turned upside down before long, though. Results day at Thor's tends to do that. Now, it's going to be funny if Machias does eventually learn an ability that's actually crazy strong or something, and then I'm going to eat my words, but, in the end, I would still be winning, because then Machias wouldn't be trash in combat. I started listening to that newfangled Orbal radio recently. It's quite the contraption. It'll even tell you the news. Everyone's talking like that Becky girl for some reason. It feels more personal to hear someone discussing the news than reading about it in the Imperial Chronicle. Probably best for everyone to just forget about all that and enjoy the cheerful mood while they can. Yo, you hungry? I don't want to be one of those students who... You don't want to be one of those students who get heat stroke or whatever right after midterms, do you? Is that a common thing? Get some eats to beat the heat. Is that a thing? Okay. I do love pizza, but the heel's a little too small and the CP isn't quite enough to justify the price. I mean, I'm telling, the way of the noodle was like 800 a pop, and they were like a 30% heal plus CP. Now, granted, these are about a 30% heal on most characters, but it doesn't scale as well. Actually, the noodle's like a 60% heal. Dude, the Noodle Man. Best NPC ever. Well, Anton, then him. And, well, NPC, I mean, you know, non-important characters. I mean, I'm sorry, Anton, you're very important. I need to stop talking before I dig myself into a hole. Sunday school is currently in session. Even the mischievous children seem to be studying hard at the moment. I hope that I'm able to get along with them all soon enough. You'll be fine, girlie. I haven't had much of a chance to acquaint myself with all the children due to having to study for exams myself. Perhaps today might be the ideal chance to do so. I mean, there's only like 3 kids in this town. Shouldn't be that hard. Maybe 4 max. There's Emil, there's, actually, I guess there's like 4 or 5. The conflict between the noble and the reformist factions continues to pervade every aspect of our country. And now rumors are spreading that they plan to take up arms against one another. What a sad state of affairs. I can only hope that our children won't suffer because of this. I forgot what Sis asked me to go get for dinner. Guess I'll go ask her after Sunday school's over. Looks like I'm not gonna have time to hang out with Kay today. And what's your name? I remember you, but I don't remember your name. I know the answer's 6! I think the fish Kenny gave me made me smarter. Someone did say fish makes you smarter. I get to hear stories about the goddess Adios today. I love hearing stories about Adios. Get him, Kurt. Just seeing a book makes you want to hurl. Looks like Emil ain't showing up today either. Oh yeah, we are missing him. Man, what a jerk. Just because he's a bit smarter than the rest of us, you think he's too cool for Sunday school? Yeah, I mean, you definitely want to go to... Even if it's below your academic qualities, interacting with the normal people is good for a well-balanced, socially adjusted individual. I remember back in school, anytime you'd have someone who was like previously homeschooled and got transferred into like public school, they were always the biggest weirdos. Could you please be quiet, Kay? You're distracting me. Oh, so you got the very first question wrong. How can it be so hard for you to understand basic stuff like this? Shut up! Sunday school is in session today. Is there any joy greater than passing wisdom from one generation to the next? Well, now it's time for another fun day of learning. Okay. Did we go to the lower class dorm? Oh yeah, this is the cat. Can we feed you, or are we done for the chapter? Get fed. She seems happy. Maybe I'll bring her some more some other time. Eat more milk. Okay, that's enough of that. Do I have anything? Take my herb chowder. I'm sorry. Wow, I had no idea such delicious looking food existed. Thank you so much. This should be a great help. I mean, why am I even giving this to you, man? I mean, maybe we'll get it. I mean, I don't know. I also hear that she's incredibly skilled, especially when it comes to cooking. Well, she's not gonna outshine me. I mean, we are doing better about talking to literally every NPC in this playthrough, and even talking to them multiple times. But I hear that one of the Reinford family's maids is now stationed at Class 7's dormitory. She is said to have a marvelous work ethic. I think I would have expected no less from a maid of such an esteemed family. As servants of highly respected families, I believe it would be enjoyable for the two of us to get to know each other. Yo, he's trying to slide in the DMs. Okay, so I mean, I guess we're pretty much done talking. Radio station. Radio station, Emil's house. And then we are up at radio station, Emil's house, fishing. Oh, welcome to the squad.
Not bad.
I mean, I guess we'll try the lake board for a bit. I assume we've probably got... Well, actually, no. Apparently, you can catch all the fish in the game.
Wow, this is a big one.
In the starting areas on New Game Plus, which not a big fan of. Just because I do feel like we're like, you know, for example, like us getting that flood spell or quartz, like we probably wouldn't have been able to get that normally if not for the extra fish. Which did kind of suck because it was extremely important in us getting the victory against the Chapter 2 schoolhouse fight. But...
Wow, this is a big one!
I guess you could also make an argument that if I had played the game on before, that maybe this balances out me not having played the game before and doing the difficulty mod. Because if I'd played the game before, I would have definitely known to get some confusion stuff, because that was one of the reasons the fight was so hard, is that we only had one anti-confusion accessory. If I could have had at least one on Elliot plus Elisa, it would have been a lot easier. Okay. We really do owe Klein. He's a very good teacher, so Emil's always happy to have him visit. He's always there to listen to Emil's worries and give him advice too. We'd be lost without him. Just get the kid a friend, man. Come on, buddy. Quit being so weird. Klein will be here to tutor me today. Sunday school's far too easy for me to waste my time with, so I need a tutor to keep me mentally stimulated. Though because I don't attend, all I have to do most days is sit in my room and study. Now, I mean, I'm not anti-sit in your room all day. In fact, I'm a big fan of it, but at least do something productive, like, I don't know, watch YouTube videos. That doesn't sound very productive. Yeah, but at least you won't grow up to be a giant freaking nerd, or at least if you do grow up to be a nerd, it'll be like a slightly more interesting nerd than just being like, I like trigonometry. Welcome to Radio Trista, home of the ever-popular Abin Time. Our listenership is through the roof with how popular Misty is. The director is, of course, overjoyed by this, and I'm happy for him. Listenership? I mean, I don't know if I've ever actually heard that word before, said out loud. For Abin Time is through the roof. Ah, yes, I'm glad to see that everyone's enjoying the show. Orbal radios weren't nearly as common 3 years ago as they are now. It was a real struggle when I first started Radio Trista. To build up a little listenership, I used to sell radios for super cheap at bars and places like that. Man, brings back memories. Basically what I'm trying to say is that radios are way more common nowadays since they're so dang affordable. Things are looking up for us. Our popularity's on the rise and we've got even more great stuff lined up. Radio Trista's just only getting started. Yeah, and if you establish yourself large enough, then you'll become too big to fail and you can just like coast on forever. Okay, so let's since we're here, we'll talk to Flower Lady, and then we will get started on bond events. Excuse me, would you mind if I asked you a question? Well, actually, we'll probably do this quest, then do bond events, then do the engineering thing. Not at all, go ahead. Rean explained. It wouldn't be hard to find out if I looked at my records, but I don't really like do that shit. I'm not exactly sure I should disclose that information. Understandably so, I don't intend to do anything with this information that they don't want me to, though. If they ask me to keep their identity a secret, that's what I'll do. I see. Well, if that's the case, I guess I can help you out. Just remember, though, it's your job to give the Mystery Cinder your support and nothing else. I mean, she's got a very angry look on her face, so we'll do what she says. I'll wish her the best of luck. This request is getting pretty complicated at this point. Right, I count 3 first years who've made a Grand Rose purchase recently. In class order, first is Beryl from Class 3, then there's Vivi from Class 4, and Rosine from Class 5. Those are not who we're looking for? I see, thank you very much for the help. The fact that she mentioned Vivi has me worried. I hope she's not trying the same trick on someone else right now. Not at all, good luck. That's kind of a neat little... Because that was an optional quest, so... Kind of a neat little reference there. I love the little things like that in these games, where... It'll actually reference you having done even hidden optional quests like that. Pretty cool. I mean, we know it's Margarita, but... We can't prove it's Margarita. Now, we can prove it because she literally told us it was her, but... Well, shut up. So Vivi was she in the art room? I think she was in the art room. Or wait, yeah. I think? Yeah, wait. No, what? Where's Vivi at? I remember seeing her somewhere. Come on, just spill it. I mean, she confessed, dude. Where's my Orbal recorder? Beryl's on the 3rd floor, right? No? I mean, Beryl's in... I guess she's in the student union? In her fortune-telling room? Vivi, where are you? You're not in the infirmary, are you? Or the music room? I mean... Unfortunately, it's been like a couple hours since I recorded the last video. Took a bit of a break. So I don't fully remember where everyone was at. Faculty lounge. You were in the faculty lounge. We're in the principal's office. You weren't in student council. Were you near the gardens? Ah, you were. What's up, Rean? Were you so taken with my feminine charms that you couldn't stand another moment away from me? Sure. There's something I'd like to ask you. Rean explained. Well, now that is pretty interesting. I'm gonna take that as a no. Yeah, I wish it was me, but I'm having too much fun teasing Lynn to set my sights on any boys right now. Of course you are. You did buy a Grand Rose, though. Don't tell me you tricked another poor, unsuspecting soul into helping you torment her. Pretty much. But can you blame me? She falls for it every single time. I can't help myself. You're a monster. Poor Lynn. I can't imagine what she has to deal with a sister like this all the time. So, I mean, maybe that's like the bet. She's gonna have, like, she paid someone to propose to her. I can't help but love pranking Lynn. She's just so easy. I really can't think of a better friend than a twin sister. I mean, there's Vinny. Okay, you're in the student union. Beryl. We're running. You're Beryl from Class 3, right? I certainly am. What do you want from me? Actually, there's something I wanted to ask you. Rean told Beryl about stuff. Do I seem the kind of girl who'd be interested in romance? I need to purchase the Grand Rose to use it in a ritual, that's all. I see, that answers my question, but now I'm wondering what the ritual she mentioned is all about. Running? Well, that's all I wanted to ask. Sorry to disturb you. Sometimes it's good to be disturbed. Good day to you. Okay, don't let her see your fear. Don't let her see your fear. Don't let her see your fear. Go, 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 go! Oh wait, someone else is in the student union? Who was the other person? Was it Dorothy? No? But it says student union. I don't know, that's a bonding arrow, not a quest arrow. Hey, I mean, there's Vincent. Who was the other person I'm looking for? I can't remember. Also, I just realized, is there like 12 chapters in this game? Because usually the chapters actually scroll all the way down to the bottom. And I'm just realizing that we're on chapter 3 and we're like not even a fourth of the way through the chapter list. Oh no. Oh no. That's terrifying. Rosine. Oh yeah, you're a nun girl. What are you buying these for? Excuse me, you're Rosine from class 5, aren't you? That's correct. Why do you ask? I have a quick kind of personal question for you. Rean explained. Oh no, that certainly wasn't me. I did buy a Grand Rose, but it was for the purpose of decorating the church. A likely story. Oh, I see. Sorry to ask such an embarrassing question then. It's fine. Okay, I've asked all 3 of the girls Jane told me about now, but it seems like none of them were behind the letters. I'm out of leads now, so I might as well tell Vincent we're out of luck. I mean, you could also just tell him who the culprit is, because you've literally heard the culprit confess. I mean, confess is kind of like a harsh way of putting it, I suppose, but... Tell me, did your investigation prove successful? Wait, don't tell me. Have you brought our mystery woman here? Oh, be still my beating heart. Yes, it was us. We were the mystery woman. Yeah, about that. I wasn't able to find her in the end. You cannot be serious! Egats! Did you ask the florist as we discussed? I did, and I spoke to all 3 girls who purchased Grand Roses, and none of their reasons for doing so had anything to do with you. I can go into detail if you like. It matters not. They do not concern me. They are simply not my concern. I'm sorry I wasn't any help. There is one thing I'm curious about. Where could a girl get a Grand Rose if she didn't go to the florist? There's no way to tell. Perhaps if the Grand Maiden is a noble, she could have had an alternate source. However... My darling Vincent, I found you! Please, Rean, help me. Who goes there? State your business. The cookies I just baked ended up far more delicious than I could have ever imagined. So delicious that I could only be destined for the lips of my beloved, my elegant, dashing, darling Vincent. What could possess a person to approach out of nowhere and say such befuddling things? But you do that all the time. Shut up, Rean. Furthermore, I do not have even the foggiest idea of who you... Oh, but you do. What if I told you that I was the Grand Maiden all along? No way. Like I got into a combat pose. I can hardly blame you for being so speechless with joy. My real name is Margarita Dresden. The lovely Grand Roses I attached were grown by my family. That's how you got them. If you're part of Baron Dresden's family, then could it mean... Oh, so you know the story. Your suspicions are indeed correct. I, Margarita Dresden, hail from the same family line as the lovely Grand Maiden herself. It all adds up. Inconceivable! How could you, of all people, be related to the Grand Maiden? You're like being kind of a dick. When her beauty pales in comparison to your own, look, darlings, we've already completed each other's thoughts. And yours are oh so sweet. What you said couldn't have been any further from my actual thoughts. Even when you're shy, you're still so wonderful. Seeing the surprise in your handsome face made me waiting to reveal my name entirely worth it in the end. Now, my beautiful Vincent, it is time for you to reply to my love letters. Will you enter a relationship with me? You may choose one of 2 replies. I would be delighted, or there would be no greater honor. Sorry, how many options did you say you were giving him? This woman could hardly be more different than a demure maiden her letters made her out to be. My only answer for you is a resounding no. Now be gone and bother me no more. So that's how it is. Oh, just when I think you couldn't be any more adorable, to think that you're a sort of man who hides his true feelings away. Okay, now you're the one being weird. I beg your pardon? There's no need to fear. Please have one of these special cookies I prepared. One bite and you'll no longer feel the need to keep your innermost longings out of public view. Don't tell me you've mixed something into your cookies. Oh, but that is for me to know and you to find out. Stay back. Do not come any closer. You don't just stand there. I need your aid if I am to survive. I have no idea how to handle a situation like this either. Don't worry, my darling. There may be a slightly bitter aftertaste, but it will all be worth it in the... I've been looking for you, Master Vincent. Maid lady. Sarifa! What noise? Dare I ask what you are doing in a place like this? Sarifa, I beg of you, please, free me from this terrifying situation. If I recall, you are my sweetheart's darling maid, are you not? So this is the Sarifa he mentioned. Or Sarifa? As much as I hate to interrupt the situation at hand, I'm afraid I must. Master Vincent, your presence at the upper class dorm is requested at once. A delivery of the utmost importance from Count Florade awaits you there. I see. Then I have no choice. I must go at once. But... These cookies are a present for Master Vincent, are they not? In that case, I may ask you to leave them in my hands for now. I will be sure he enjoys every last one of them later. Well, if you insist. Margarita begrudgingly handed over the bag of cookies to Sarifa. Or Sarifa? I don't know. There's like several different ways it could be pronounced. It seems as though Master Vincent has roped you into this nonsense as well. Hopefully this can dull some of the pain that this annoyance has caused you. Here, we got a sweet cape. Thank you. With that, I wish you all a good day. Let us go, Master Vincent. Indeed. That maid may prove to be quite the obstacle. But no matter, there should be plenty of opportunities to woo my darling from here on out. I believe it's time to get started on a new batch of cookies. What? Well, today's been full of unique encounters, to say the least. At least that request is over and done with. Okay, well, I suppose it's time to bond, then. Alright, Eustace, what's up? Let's save. Whew. Wow, your clothes are covered with dirt. You're even more into this than I realized. It's just dirt, hardly an issue. Takes a good deal of effort to care for horses. I suppose it's only natural to end up like this. I suppose you're right. Did I give him a hand? Absolutely. Care for a little help? I got some experience working with horses myself, so it'd help things go along a little faster. Go, give me the 9-iron. 9-iron? I don't know what I wanted to say. Yes, get us a golf club. That'll... I was gonna make a joke about, like, a tool, but for some reason 9-iron popped in my head. Your offer does come at a most opportune moment, though. I was just about to start washing them, so feel free to join in. Be careful not to use too much water, though, or they'll rust. Scrub. Oh, this is every bit as tough as I remember it being. Already thinking of throwing in the towel. You were the one who offered to help, so I don't think I'll let you back out that easily. I know. Aren't you getting a little tired yourself, Eustace? We wouldn't want you to overexert your frail little noble body or anything. Maybe you should go take a nap. What do you take me for? This is nothing. Perhaps if you put as much effort into your work as you did your toothless jokes, we'd be done by now. Shut up! I'm doing just fine. I guess Eustace isn't any friendlier towards girls than he is to guys. I mean, to be fair, she kind of started it again. Alright, time for the focus. Oh no, you've hit the self-destruct sequence. Whoa there, we got a wild one here. Understandable, this horse recently arrived from the North Highlands. He's still young and hasn't quite grown accustomed to the stables yet. He's a new model. Does the school normally get horses all the way from the Highlands? Indeed, they're known to breed the best horses. Even the army gets their horses from there. Now then. Eustace gently stroked the horse's neck. You're pretty good at that. When I was younger, I used to go to the stables whenever I felt bored. My brother taught me both how to ride horses and to take care of them. I'm truly grateful for that. You two are lucky to have each other. I'm not gonna let some snooty noble learn this about horses with a silver spoon in his mouth show me up like this. It's subtle, but he's definitely changed since we came back here for our last field study. It feels like he's more willing to open up with us now. Care to explain what you're staring at? Don't mind me. Anyway, we got a horse to clean. Rean helped the riding club for a little while longer before bidding Eustace farewell. Oh my god, he's leveled. Also, I gotta investigate. Like, there's this beeping noise. I don't know if it's showing up on the mic, but I have to investigate, so be right back. Alright, we're back. It was the smoke detector. The battery was, I guess, low. Don't have a replacement battery right now, so I just decided to do the very smart thing and just pop the battery out, and hope there's gonna be no smoke in the next couple hours until I can go get a replacement. What were we doing when we finished talking to Eustace? No, Elisa's not over here. Elisa's up in the computer room. So who do we want to talk to last? Who gets the final bond spot? The Elster. Yeah, Elliot, the Lord of all people. He gets to have the final bonding event until someone else proves themselves in the heat of combat to be superior. Wow, he looks like he's really into it. Hello there, Rean. Sorry, I was caught up in my game there. No worries, sorry if I disturbed you. Is there a big chess game coming up or something? You seem way more focused than I expect for some regular match. Indeed there is, and not just any match either. It's a match that will determine the fate of this club. But I have every intention of completely dominating the upper class students. Chess always seems pretty interesting. Should I stick around and watch? Sure. Would you mind if I watched you play for a bit? I'm familiar with the rules at least, and it seems like a pretty involving game, even as a spectator. Be my guest? But if you know the rules, how about we just play a game instead? I'm sure you'd have more fun doing that than just watching. Are you sure? Might as well. I'll watch you two, so come on and take a seat here. Oh no. Rean, it kinda looks like you're getting destroyed. And that's checkmate? Is it checkmate though? I can't see the actual board to tell. That didn't take long. That was some high-level play, Machias. I didn't stand a chance. It's nothing special. My father taught me to play when I was young. We've been playing against each other ever since, so I've had years of practice now. Apparently he never lost a game back home. He really is the savior of the chess club. Wow, someone actually thinking Machias is gonna save them? What a fool. So you were playing against adults ever since you were a kid? That definitely explained things. I used to tag along with my dad whenever he went out hunting, but I never got good at it. Sorry. I mean, come on, you can't be mad at him for, oh, sorry, hunting, that's only something nobles do. No, I shouldn't have reacted like that. I mean, if anything, like, chess is probably more of a noble thing than hunting. I mean, poor people hunt too. I mean, just, you know, sometimes when they hunt on the nobles' lands, they get executed, but hunting's not an exclusively noble pastime, after all. It's just not that common in Heimdall. I can imagine. Last month's field study gave me a lot to think about. I've come to realize that it's unfair of me to pass judgment on nobles simply for being born into that life. For example, I've never met your parents, but I can tell from talking to you that they're good people. Machias. Man, I'm glad we made up. Don't start getting weird on me now. I don't really get what you're talking about, but yeah, friendship's what youth's all about. Speaking of which, how about you join your pal in the chess club, Rean? We'll need as many people as possible if you want to take down the upper class chess club. Sorry, but I'll have to decline. The members of the upper class chess club like humiliating players weaker than they are. This isn't about the fact that they're nobles anymore. They're shaming the very act of playing chess, pure and simple. And Stefan and I aren't gonna let that happen. Right, Stefan? I've never won a game. Right, Stefan? Well said, Machias. And I'll be cheering you guys on. Good luck, Machias. Thanks, I'm gonna let you down. No level 3? Well, it doesn't matter because you're not getting used anyway. Stefan and I fully intend to put the upper class chess club in their place. Now's the time to make use of everything I learned from all those games I played with my dad. Hey, who's left? It's all main building peeps? And I think there's some people back in the front entrance, or like the actual town proper. Was there? Let's talk to Toa. How many do we have? We have 4 left, so yeah, there's definitely someone back at the town proper, so maybe we'll do them last. I can't... Oh yeah, Laura. See? You thought I forgot. You thought I forgot about Laura, didn't you? Well, that's because I did for a while. Nice work today, Rean. You're looking forward to the midterm result? Yeah, okay, we've seen this part. Get bonded? Is there anything I can help you with? I've got some spare time and you seem swamped. Oh, really? That'd be great. It just so happens that our usual note-taker is home nursing a cold today. Would you mind filling in for her? Never mind. See ya. No problem. If there's one thing I can do, it's write notes. Rean's notes were useless because his handwriting was atrocious, and so it fell to Rean to jot down every note, both helpful and harebrained, raised at, or every idea, both helpful and harebrained, raised at the student council meeting. After a short parade of exchanged names, shaking hands, and slightly too long eye contact, he got down to business. Well, that should cover everything on the agenda. Summer will be here before we know it, so I think the pool should be our highest priority. Agreed, we'll get right on it. We should decide who will be handling each task while we're at it. Allow me to take care of the arrangements regarding the pool. I'll get our documents sorted out and hand them over to the requisite instructors. You mean it? Thanks, let me know if anything comes up. Speaking of which, do we have any updates on what we discussed last month? Just a moment, please. Allow me to gather the necessary documents. She's so good at her job that even the upper-class students are hanging on her every word. I mean, there's just the one. I guess she didn't charm her way into office. Or she didn't just charm her way into office. Several similarly riveting discussions later, the council meeting drew to a close. Thanks for all the help today, Rean. You really didn't need to stay and help me clean everything up, but I'm glad you did. You're always doing so much for us, I'm just trying to return the favor. But you're really something, you know that? That meeting had a ton of stuff to sort out and plan, but you made it look easy. You're like a human student notebook. Thanks? I think you might be exaggerating a bit, though. I couldn't get a thing done without the rest of the student council. Not a thing. But really? You probably saw it during the meeting. We were able to sort everything out because everyone brought their ideas and opinions to the table. I sit in my fancy chair and act out my role as president, but they're the ones doing all the heavy lifting. I never would have thought of it that way. If I'm being honest, I don't know if I'm really suited to being president, but if everyone believes I am, there's no way I can let them down. Even if I can't meet all their expectations, I want to show them that I'm trying. I guess that's the best anyone in your shoes could do. Still, Toa's at least got that much to guide her. Maybe if I knew what I wanted to do, if I had that kind of purpose, maybe I'd know what kind of man I want to be. Rean? She's booped him right on the snoot. President Toa stood on her tiptoes, straining with all her might to reach up and gently pinch Rean's cheeks. What are you doing? Sorry, you just looked so stone-faced there for a second, I couldn't help myself. You're a first year, no need to get all ahead of yourself. You got another full year here to figure things out. Well, you're not psychic, are you? I know how hard you've been working, Rean. I can see it as well as anyone, if not better. I don't know what has you so worried, but your answer will come in time. Just take things step by step. I guess. No, you're right. Deep down, I know what she's saying is true. If I start getting desperate, I'm just gonna paralyze myself with fear. We still have a lot more stuff to clean up and put away. But once we finish, I'll make some tea. That's a way to get me to hurry up. Thus, Rean and Toa finished their cleanup and sat down to enjoy a lovely cup of tea together. I do like the Toa bonding events. Thanks for the hand, Rean. You're the council's favorite student right now. Just remember, don't push yourself too hard and muscle in on Big Sis Toa's territory and she'll put you in her place. Why do I feel more threatened than thanked? Nobody knows what happened to the person who ran against Toa in the last election. They mysteriously disappeared from school. And then it looks like there's like the dirt was displaced next to the old schoolhouse where the body's buried. What am I doing? Oh yeah, Lisa. Where are you? You're on computer room? Hey, isn't this classroom usually locked? It is, but I checked in on a whim and it was open. The janitor must have forgotten to lock it after he was done. I see. So what brings you here? I got into an argument with Ferris earlier. She started asking me all these questions about my last name after she found out about Sharon, and you ran off. Here. How many times am I going to have to deal with this? She seems pretty upset. Maybe there's something I can do to help her out. I'm probably not the best person for this, but do you need someone to talk to, Elisa? It's better to let these things out than bottle them up. Rean. Thanks. Oops, I knew I forgot to lock up. Anybody's in here, I'm legally allowed to kill them. There we go. Wait, okay, so if we can definitely last as long as we eat Elisa first. Wait, did he just lock the door? Seems like it. Guess we're locked in. My luck keeps getting worse and worse today. At least it's not nighttime or anything. I'm sure someone will come by before too long. That's true, but... so it's just... Oh, God. Just, Rean and me here in the dark behind a locked door. No, Elisa, it's not dark. What are you talking about? This is all Sharon's fault. I wouldn't even be here if Ferris and I weren't arguing about her. Isn't that a bit of a stretch? You wouldn't say that if you knew her. She always does this. Imagine living with someone who knows nearly everything about you but never thinks about your feelings. And on top of it all, she's always taking Mother's side. Like, she did when... When what? Sorry, I shouldn't have tried to pry. Even so, you don't really dislike Sharon, do you? I mean, I guess I can't say dislike. It's kind of hard to dislike someone who's been a permanent fixture in your life since you were a kid. See what I mean? If she was going to be at the academy anyway, you might as well try and make the best of it. Besides, she's sort of like an older sister to you, right? Siblings aren't always easy to deal with. You're right about that. But still, it wouldn't kill her to think a little bit more about me. Not a moment goes by in which I don't think of you, Lady Elisa. She's also a spy, apparently, with her stalking powers plus being able to unlock stuff. Sharon, what are you doing here? Whenever you are in need, I shall be by your side. After all, isn't that what an older sister is for? So she knows how to make an entrance, I'll give her that. I can't believe she heard all that. Oh my, I didn't interrupt anything personal between the two of you, did I? Absolutely not. I would be more than happy to lock the door again and leave the two of you to, whatever it was you were doing in here. Don't even joke about that. I wasn't thinking about how long we could survive if we ate her. What? I really can't let my guard down around you, can I, Sharon? Whatever, I'll let you off this time since you unlocked the door for us. I would undo any lock for your sake, Lady Elisa. After all, I want you to think of me as an elder Stop that, it's embarrassing. I would do anything for your sake, Lady Elisa. After all, we've been together for so many years, we're practically family. I feel a little bit better now that I've gotten that out of my system. Thanks for listening, Rean. That's what I'm here for. Okay, where's Elliot, the god? He's on the second floor? Which is where we're at? I guess he's in the music room? Nothing relaxes me quite like cradling a violin in my hands, especially since I've never had much of a chance to play during our midterms. Yeah, most clubs put their regular meetings on hold while exams are going on. You seem pretty happy, though. Is it that obvious, huh? I'm planning on pretty much spending the entire day just playing. After not playing for so long, I'm out of form, so I need to get back into it. I'm kind of interested in seeing him play. Would you mind if I listen in? Oh, be my guest. I need to get ready, though, so just hold on a bit. Ooh. I mean, I am a big fan of the violin. It's one of my favorite instruments. I mean, piano's still at the top, like the tippy top. I'm a sucker for piano music. So, what'd you think? I'm impressed. I never would have guessed you'd taken a break from midterms if you hadn't told me. You mean it? Good to hear. It seems like you're really enjoying yourself when you play, too. I can practically hear your love for music in every note. Yes, I'm just picturing the destruction of the universe. Cut it out. You're embarrassing me. Oh, by the way. I've been wondering about this for a while, but you're a musician yourself, aren't you, Rean? Is he? Kinda. What tipped you off? That was just a feeling I had. I can't really explain it, but it's like I can tell if someone has even the slightest bit of musical experience. The slightest bit is right. I used to play the lute for a while. A lute? Yo, Rean, the sword bard? I used to play the lute for a while back home. And that's a pretty impressive sense you have. You're really on another level when it comes to anything musical. I think you might be exaggerating just a little. Not at all. Most people wouldn't pick up on something like that. It shows the extent of your passion for music. That's something I respect. Passion isn't enough though, not in music. If I want to get better, I'm going to need better equipment. But given the compromise, I can't even ask for that. What compromise? Okay, so it's he has to probably was like he gets to keep his musical stuff and can kind of practice it in his free time, but he has to devote himself to being a military student first and foremost. Because we, you know, unfortunately, I probably shouldn't have picked up on that line, but like when I had to rewatch the intro thing to just test that very first video, like the audio and everything while editing, I did happen to notice the line about General Craig, which I'm guessing is probably Elliot's dad or grandfather or uncle or something like that, or mother. You know, so it could be one of those. It's nothing, don't worry about it. But it's nice to confirm that you do play an instrument, Rean. We should play together sometime. I've got a lot of rust to work off, but I'd like that. Great, I'm looking forward to it. I will say, Elliot has kind of grown on me. I didn't really like him at first. He felt too much like sidekick character, but... I mean, honestly, it's mostly just because he's a god in combat, but... That made me more interested in his character because he's so good in combat, and now I'm kind of liking his actual personality more. Sorry, I shouldn't have said anything. I'm looking forward to be able to play alongside you one day. Okay, so let's go talk to... I mean, there's no one else to talk to, right? That we just have one extra bond point for no reason? Fine, I'll go talk to Laura. We do need to catch up since we don't have, since we did technically miss her bond event in the first chapter, first free day. Were you in the boutique or the general store? You were in the general store. I mean, I guess I could have checked, but, Hello, Rean. We're here to see you by yourself. Okay, we've talked to you already. Get bonded. Mind if I join you? Feel free. Maybe this would be a good chance to have you tell me more about the things being sold here. Well, I don't know that much about them myself. Ooh. Make a wishy for Mishy. They have a wide variety of items here on display, most of which I'm unfamiliar with. Which leads to a question I'd like to ask you, Rean. What sort of goods and accessories do girls like my age tend to like? What? I ask, well, I've noticed that there's a significant difference between myself and the other girls here. For example, I went shopping with Monica recently, only to find myself searching for equipment to keep my sword in shape. Meanwhile, Monica was fawning over cute accessories and the like. Doesn't this prove that I'm rather strange? Well, your different class backgrounds for one thing, that's a difference between you already. But amongst the other nobles, you are a little bit different. Just as I thought. But this is of no issue. If there's something I lack, then that's all I need to take the opportunity to learn. Now, tell me, which of the items here would most likely grab a girl's attention? I mean, I'm not exactly an expert on the subject, but, Rean grabbed a cute mascot plush that was sitting on the shelf. How about this Mishy plush? He's a pretty popular character over in Crossbell. Fascinating. He's certainly charming, to say the least. But how about this? Laura grabbed a strap with a blue-haired, muscular man attached to it. I mean... Oh, Dogi, dude! This Dogi character has a rather gallant look to him, doesn't he? I'm 100% sure that most girls wouldn't have any interest in him. Yo, don't mess with my bro like that. He'll crush you, dude. Oh, this is more challenging than I expected. Rean and Laura ended up looking at an assortment of products appealing to Laura's unique tastes. In the end, though, they ended up purchasing the Mishy plush. And that reminds me, I need to, like, catch up on the Yeast series. I'm still only on, like, the 4th entry. I kind of, like, originally I'd maybe intended to, like, after Azure and before this game, play Memories of Celceta, do a Let's Play on that. But, I ended up just kind of rushing into this game instead, because I still had the Trails itch. I do need to try and fit that game in somewhere for a Let's Play. I couldn't be more grateful for your assistance, Rean. If it weren't for you, I would never have purchased something so nice. Not a problem. Still, my grasp on what other girls my age like remains tenuous. It seems I have a long and harsh path ahead of me if I am ever truly to know. You know, you don't have to force yourself to be like everyone else. Because you are like everyone else. You are who you are, and that's exactly why we like you. You've given me a lot to think about today. Let me thank you once again. I'd like for us to go shopping again if you ever have the time. Sure, that'd be fun. I mean, she's got good taste. Can't deny that. I feel kind of relieved, thanks in part to you. We should do this again if we get the chance. Alright, so now let's head over to engineering. Let's also do one last check. I mean, Crow's in there. We talked to Crow. Pretty sure we can head out to the engineering area. Got enough time to at least accept this quest. Hey there, Rean. Thanks for stopping by. Might I ask where Elisa and Laura are? Those two lovely flowers would do wonders in brightening up this dreary old building. Let's not make Rean's life even harder than it already is. Sorry, I probably shouldn't think out loud. I still haven't talked to Angelica much, but she's definitely an interesting one. That aside, your request was for me to assist with testing out the Orbal bike, wasn't it? So what will I be doing? Oh please, I could hear you making those vroom vroom noises before you even stepped through the door. I was not, but wait, does that mean... Yeah, we want you to ride... Let's go! We want you to ride the Orbal bike. Me? I can't deny that's what I wanted this to be, but I never expected it to actually happen. I'll give you all the juicy details when we're actually ready to test. Before we start, however, we want to make sure you have the time. So how about it? You ready to ride? Absolutely. Okay, let's ride. Ha, good answer. First of all, let me tell you a little bit about the bike. Everything you see here is something that Angie asked me to build for her. And because of that, the bike's been fine-tuned to meet her specific needs. In a nutshell, it's all Angie. The engine, the brakes, even the handlebars. I see. As you might expect, she and that bike are practically symbiotic. When she's on it, she's a sight to behold. But because we've tuned it specifically to her, it's become a little too tough for anyone else to handle. Think of her as an unruly horse. There's no denying that she's a fine bike, but she doesn't play nice with strangers. Right, I'm really hoping I make it through this alive. Don't scare him now, Angie. Crow's ridden it just fine. But I suppose he's been working on this bike since we started too. Compared to him, you're a complete beginner. Which is great, you'll have a more objective opinion after your ride. I guess it makes sense why you asked me then. Feeling a little nervous, are we? Let's head over to the highway. So, what are Toa and Crow doing here? Angie and George told us you'd be doing this, so I came along to show some support and take some time off work. My reason isn't quite as sweet as little Toa's here. Like I said before, this bike is at least partially my baby. Think of me as an overprotective father, making sure you don't mess her up and hurt my girl when you take her out. Thanks. Crow, don't make him any more nervous. Don't worry, Rean, just ignore everything this guy says. I do, and it's worked out great for me. We can rebuild the bike, so stay focused on keeping yourself safe. Right, thanks. Do you have much experience riding horses? It's basically the same, since, you know, they're both machines. Actually, yeah. You shouldn't have any trouble then. She's a whole different beast, but the basics of riding are still the same. So, have fun. Thanks, Angelica. That helps. I won't let you down. Did we... Okay, that should be just about everything you need to know. I think I get it now. The 3 things you want me to test are starting out the bike, shifting gears, and coming to a stop, correct? That's right, we want to see just how you handle everything. Let me give you a few pointers. You might not really get them until you're on the proper though. Hit me. First of all, you can't ride if you can't get moving, so let's talk about how to get started. Starting the engine simple enough, but how smoothly you ride off will depend on how well you operate the bike's clutch. Once you shift into first gear, open the throttle and then slowly and steadily release the clutch. First gear, open throttle, slow and steady release clutch. Got it. Release the clutch slowly and steadily when I start moving. Okay, I'll try not to forget. Next up is switching gears. Before switching gears, make sure to pull in the clutch quickly and firmly. Quickly and firmly. Slow and steady, quick and firm. Firmly grasp it. Once you shift gears, release the clutch slowly and steadily, just like when you start her up. Slow, steady, something firmly, slow, steady. I can do that. The last thing you need to worry about is stopping the bike, which you probably want to know how to do. When you want to slow down, release the throttle and apply the brakes to both wheels, front and back. You're going to want to give each one different amounts of pressure though. Strong to the front, lightly to the back. That should bring you to a smooth stop. Strong to the front, light to the back. There's a lot to remember, but I think I can do this. Now that's the way. This is all about learning through experience and getting used to riding on the fly anyway. So what do you say? Ready to go? You bet. Do I remember any of that? It's kind of already evacuated from my mind. Yo, it's the Blades theme. Right then, first is starting the engine. Slow and steady. Wow, this is pretty intense. Kind of reminds me of how I felt when I first rode a horse. Well, let's push those nerves to the side and get going. Okay, pull the clutch lever, shift the first gear, twist the throttle. And I've done that. I need to let go of the clutch and I'll be moving. Angelica told me how to do this. What exactly did you say again? Slow and steady wins the race. You're never going to see us again. Not really going that fast. Now we're talking. This is great. Rean, you're going like 3 miles an hour. It's still great. There he goes. Can't wait to see the look on his face when he gets back. He's going to love it. Hopefully. Oh, we're never coming back. Wow, this feels amazing. I'm amazed at just how stable and smooth this ride is too, considering how heavy it is. I think I'm used to the speed now. Let's try switching gears. Right, first I need to roll off the throttle, then pull in the clutch, change gears, and release it. Angelica told me that I had to handle the clutch a specific way during all this. What was it again? Quick and firm, baby! Oh no, this is a different one. Pull in quickly, release slowly, I want to say. Because it was quick, then slow. Alright, I need to pull in the clutch quickly and firmly, then change gears, and after that I need to release the clutch slowly but steadily. Oh, we're going, dude! Capital, here we come! I'm guessing that's the capital way off in the distance. There we go, perfect! Oh, dude, we're the lord of the road. Going this fast really does feel great. I get why Angelica does it so much. Well, the fun's got to come to an end eventually. It's probably about time to stop. Obviously, I need to hit the brakes, but how much pressure do I put on them? Strong at the front, light at the back, baby. Right? Yeah. I'm pretty sure Angelica said strong on the front brakes and light on the rear brakes. Skirt. Rean then died in a tragic motorcycle accident. I stopped almost exactly where I expected to, so I guess I did it right. This thing's incredible, though. It feels like I'm still riding along, even though I've come to a stop. And I guess I gotta snap out of it eventually. The others are waiting for me. I better head back now. And by head back, you mean head back to the capital and never return? Okay, fine. We'll wait. One of these days, we're coming for you, Heimdall. Welcome back, Rean. Well, how was it? I'm amazed, to say the least. The sheer speed, the engine's vibration, and the feeling of the wind as you ride along. I've never experienced anything like it. No amount of horse riding could have even prepared me for this. Just wow. I guess you've got some potential. Look at this guy. He's trying to act all calm and composed, but his face is just screaming, "Let me go back out and ride!" Plain as day. Seems like you handle it really well, too, based on your report. I have to admit, I didn't expect those kind of results out of you. It's a pretty unwieldy machine. It's even more impressive considering it was our first ride with her, too. Nice to know that I could have a worthy rival waiting in the wings. Not everyone can get that much praise out of Angie. You should pat yourself on the back. It's a real honor. Now we need to hear some more detailed impressions of each phase. But let's do that back at the engineering building. Good plan. Oh, they're having so much fun with this. Maybe too fun. Or too much fun? Thanks, Rean. That info you gave me should come in handy. Glad I could help. I think she'll be a much more stable ride from now on. I'll have to make sure to tell Elisa's mother about everything we learned today if they end up mass-producing Orbal bikes. Elisa's mother's the chairman of the Reinford group, isn't she? I didn't know you were familiar with each other. The Ragnar and Reinford families share a good relationship, actually. Yeah, I guess they're both big names in Roar, right? Yeah, Angie's dad is one of the group's biggest shareholders, too. Wow, they are pretty close. Now you know. Elisa's mother provided the engine and a number of other parts for the bike too. Well, that's how you got your hands on everything. That's right, although whether or not Reinford will actually mass-produce the bike is up to a different matter entirely. The biggest goal is to turn a profit, so the only way that's happening is if we can show them that it would make money. Which is why we're currently trying to make it into something that the masses can handle. And today you were a big help in getting closer to that goal. Wow, I'd love to see that happen. Looks like you get it. I guess my first impressions on you were right on the mark. Oh, I haven't probably thanked you yet, have I? Thank you for helping us today. Here's a little token of my thanks. Ooh. Are you sure about this? It seems like a really valuable quartz. Of course, I'm sure you'll be able to put it to good use. Well then, Rean, thanks a lot for your help today. I'd like if you could help us out next time we need a hand too. I'll cancel my plans as soon as you ask. Born to be Orbal. What do these things say? Let me see. Looks like nothing. Like a whole bunch of nothing. First person mode engage. You'll be happy to know that based on your input, I've started tweaking the parts that I can change. Looks like I'm going to be busy with this one for a while yet. I meant to... Okay, so you can still just make the same stuff from last chapter. Now that I've seen you give it a shot, I want to go give it a ride for myself. Hope George finishes those modifications soon. So the saber, you do get extra arts and speed with the upgraded saber. That's probably worth it. 5 speed's kind of a lot at this point. And 1 extra range. Granted, I don't know if his normal one also gives range, but... And then slots. Elliot, the god? Not quite. We talk to you. Now that I've seen you give it a shot, I want to go for a ride myself. I hope George finishes those modifications soon. So now I'm gonna hope that we've done everything. Now we're not gonna go to the schoolhouse just yet. We'll wait for the next video to do that. Well, actually, here's what we'll do. We will go a bit longer, start the schoolhouse exploration, and then I'll do the actual dungeon off screen. Just to say, because it's the end of the recording day, so I could maybe just stop a little early. Well, yeah, because I don't have enough time to actually try and grind out the boss. Unless it's going to be something easy, which, historically, the old schoolhouse fights have been definitely the hardest fights in the game, so a little worried about that. Yeah, we'll go down here, start the old schoolhouse, and then next video we will fight the boss, or we'll start the next video at the end of the dungeon. This will be our 3rd time going down into the old schoolhouse. The layout really had really shifted around last time, so I better be finishing everything up and prep before heading in. Did we get the show on the road? I can't remember. Did I save? Walk away. I think I saved, but it's one of those things where it's like you save and then you're like instant. Yeah, we saved like literally less than 60 seconds ago. Now, do we want to do anything money-wise? We have 900. I think we just save that to be able to upgrade weapons if we have to. When we get to the end of, what you call it? The orbment machine? Granted, I don't know if we, whatever. Let's just send it, dude. What's the worst that could happen, right? This feeling, it's like before. I really want to see something down in here. Anyway, let's get this party started. Everyone from Class 7 has said they're willing to come along. Now, who should I call? Okay, so we can't take the entire squad. But we got enough. So basically, it's Machias, X, you're not coming. Then it gets a little hard to decide. Honestly, Gaius, you're not coming until you learn your S-break. Fee and Laura are just objectively better than you in my mind. So, Elliot, the Lord. Eustace, he proved himself in the double dog fight. His treasure sword ability is amazing. Laura, Fee, and then now Emma or Elisa. Emma's got some good, like her confusion burn ability is good. But I feel like everything else she has kind of sucks. Now, Lisa, you have... Blessed Arrow is really good. Like, really, really good. And enemies have historically been pretty susceptible to burn. I don't know. I can't really decide which one's actually better until they learn their S breaks. Now, Lisa is actually level 21, which is a slight bit of maybe extra reason to use her. It's a hard decision. Emma's slots are more upgraded. She's got better spells. Elisa, on the other hand, has Blessed Arrow, which is really good. Alright, my heart says Elisa. Emma, maybe when you learn your ultimate, then you'll be better than her. But for right now... Those two really don't seem like they're going to work well together. Now, let's get this investigation started. Everyone ready? Oh, can they not, like, link up together? I didn't think about that being a thing. Everyone ready? Ready whenever you are. I'm just not informed of what you discovered during your previous investigations. I'll not slow us down, and that you can be certain. Alright, I'm counting on you. After what happened last time, there's no telling what you're in for, so keep your wits about you, everyone. Okay, now, who do we actually want in the party? Oh god, dude, this is like a cluster. You want Rean at the front. Laura there. Do I want Eustace or Fee in? I like Eustace. And then, of course, you gotta put respect on Elliot's name. Okay, I like this. Okay, we'll at least walk through the beginning, just in case there'll probably be cutscenes until we actually get into the dungeon proper. So this is the elevator. It does seem suspicious. Another light's lit up on the main panel too. Looks like we can go down as far as the 3rd floor now. When did that happen? How does this thing even work? Anyway, let's check out what the 3rd floor has in store for us. We need to investigate whether anything else has changed this month. Down we go. So this is the 3rd floor, and a massive door much like the others. I think it's fair to assume that we'll find strong monsters lurking inside. Yeah, I think we can safely assume we're not headed for a picnic. Alright, let's be careful out there, everyone. Ah yes, learn your rest break so I can use you. I do wonder, since Gaius leveled up off screen, do you think he learned that one ability that he had in the tutorial that was really good? No, he hasn't learned it yet. He probably has to maybe like level up in combat, so I don't really know exactly how the leveling's gonna work. Because based on the fact that like when Eustace first got, like, you know, when Eustace and Emma and them all got first added to the party, they did like learn all their abilities at once as soon as they leveled one time. And I think that maybe has something to do with the way characters learn abilities quicker in the mod. I don't know. Like, it could be like, you know, maybe you can't actually add the abilities unless they level up via you know, there's always kind of... Each games maybe have prone to having weird scripting stuff like that. Like, I've seen that in previous
let's get started.
Mods like that. Like, depending on how, like, how much you can actually do with the game files or whatnot. I'm trying to think of it. I seem to remember the instructor saying something about combat links before the exam began. Something about using them at a more advanced level. I heard that too. She mentioned being more aware of each other's presence, allowing us to cooperate more effectively. Yeah, I'm not totally sure what she was getting at, but I'm betting we'll figure it out soon enough. We should keep what she said in mind while we're fighting. Okay, we can use the rush link attack. Yo, we got a tutorial for the first time ever. Power for a link attack, which consumes the bravery points you gain from repeated assist attacks. Press triangle and a link attack appears. Okay, so every 3 assists, you can use 3 bravery points to perform a rush. Okay, now the problem... I want to kind of see... Well, I'll probably suss that out off screen. But maybe using Phi instead would be good. Since we do have a level 3 link with her, don't we? Actually, let me check. Yeah, we do have level 3 with Phi. Or Fee. And we don't have it with Laura since we maybe didn't do her bond event. I apologize for nothing. Now, what does it say? Counterattack. Sometimes counterattacks foe when partner is attacked. That seems really good. Especially since we're kind of using Rean as like a pseudo tank. Sometimes defends partner from an attack having... That also seems good for Fi. Because the biggest problem I have with Fi right now, or Fi, is that her HP is just garbage. Now, we can maybe supplement that with some of... oh, we have an HP too? Where did we get that? Okay. But yeah, we'll stop here. I'll kind of figure out how I want to set up the party with some little off-screen fights and whatnot. And then we'll start the next video tomorrow at the boss. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.